So I'm just gonna say it. It's time. It's high time we finally get this out there. Like it is. It is. We have had more than enough time to let this like marinate and whatnot. Yeah, it's fine. It's time to finally get Alien versus Predator again. It's it's been long enough, and I think like Disney and everyone else is kind of like hinting at it, right? For a few reasons. One, it was brought to my attention that apparently one of the secondary villains of Predator Badlands is Weyland-Yutani. You know, the major corporation from the Alien movies. So it's very clear that after how well Alien Romulus and Prey have done, they obviously are planning an Alien versus Predator. They're planning to do Alien versus Predator again. Like, it's shocking to me that even apparently, according to Marvel, that they didn't want to do Alien versus Predator. When they got the comic rights, they were like, yeah, we're not doing Alien versus Predator. We're going to keep them you know, it's just like that Offspring song. You got to keep them separated. So I find it funny that we've now gotten one Alien Marvel crossover and three, probably four. We're getting a four. Ben Percy is saying that all these crossovers leading up to events. So 4 Predator crossovers, 1 Alien crossover with Marvel characters, but no AVP crossovers. So, which I don't really know if you can say Alien versus Predator is a crossover. It's more like it's kind of in the same universe, really. Like, it really... I've always kind of viewed it as, like, it's in the same universe. But then again, well, maybe you could. I don't know. It feels more like same universe stuff, so I don't know if I'd count it as a crossover. But back then, like when it first came out from Dark Horse Books, when they were trying to do Alien Predator crossovers, one of the heads at Dark Horse went, "Why don't we just do Alien versus Predator, and that way we can keep all the money?" And everyone, genius. So yeah. It's funny that, like, that was the new marching order, apparently, from Disney. I can't confirm this part. This is a part I cannot, for the life of me, confirm. But I will say that, like, it really does feel like one of the marching orders was, we're not doing Alien versus Predator because of how bad those two movies were. Which, fair enough. I mean, AVP and AVP Requiem are really awful. Like, they are just god-awful. Alien vs. Predator, I have a fondness... The first AVP movie I have a fondness for, because it was technically my first Alien and Predator movie as a kid. So, it was kind of cool to see that, and then it's weird how I watch movies in order, and how I've been unable to watch movies in chronological order, going back to them. But yeah, getting back on point is that I understand why Disney didn't want to do Alien vs. Predator right out the gate, or even at all, after how bad those two movies were. So financially, I get it. But after seeing how well Prey did, and then Alien Romulus, I think it's safe to say that, like, with this news about Predator Badlands, and I'm convinced at this point now, Alien Earth might finally, like, build... And that's funny, like, it's crazy that we're now getting, like, an Alien TV show and 2 Predator projects, 1 movie and an anthology miniseries on streaming in the same year. So, you know what that tells me? They're talking. They're talking about it. Like, could Alien versus Predator be, like, the next big thing? Like, I think it's a very strong possibility that Alien versus Predator could be right around the corner. If Predator Badlands does well enough, and if Alien Earth does well enough, which I'm sure they will, but, you know, always got to keep your fingers crossed on that. I think the next logical step, and even like Fede Alvarez and Dan Trachtenberg have talked about wanting to do an AVP project. I know Alvarez especially said, like, what he wanted to do is, like, get Trachtenberg, and the two of them would co-direct a Alien versus Predator movie. So I would say, I would probably say that's probably that's probably a solid idea to get the two people who've heralded it. I know, Ridley Scott is trying to do a new Alien project, which I'm like, go away. Just go away. I know Alien is your baby and all that, but you are, not only did you prove that you can't do this project after Prometheus and Alien Covenant, yeah, you have Ridley Scott has proven that he can't be a director anymore. Like, we all saw Gladiator 2, right? And Napoleon. The guy is the definition of washed up. We can't deny that he made great movies. You know, Ridley Scott made amazing films. But he is way past his prime. And also, if it wasn't for his, for Prometheus and Alien Covenant, we probably would have gotten Neil Blomkamp's Alien film. Now, would that have been good or not? I don't know. Like, that's that's kind of a big question you have to ask yourself. But at the same time, I cannot for the life of me, I do not want another Ridley Scott Alien project. Like, if you think he's good at it, totally fine. I got no problem with you. But like, it's a no for me. It is a solid 100%, absolutely the fuck not from me. Because I would like Fede Alvarez. He's proven that he can do an Alien project, and I'm excited to see what he does next. Trachtenberg has like revitalized after basically what the Predator almost borderline killed the Predator franchise. And that's not hyperbole. You watch that movie and you see how bad the money, how bad that, the ratings were, and how bad that movie was on and off set. And not to mention Shane Black was in charge of that, a guy who had a hand in the original Predator film. So maybe it's just time to let some new blood take this franchise into places it should have gone a while ago. So yeah, but getting back on topic, the fact that we there's now a strong possibility that we get an Alien Predator project is really high now. Now, whether that comes in a movie or TV show or comic, that part remains to be seen. That's the difficult part with all of this, is that it's really hard to say if this will be I think, if anything, I think a comic might be first. I think Marvel might publish an Alien vs. Predator comic, and for a multitude of reasons. One, getting a comic out there is cheaper, and it could generate... I think that would also, on a corporate level, work on marketing. Like, that could easily get some corporate interest. Like, see how well the sales do on an Alien vs. Predator comic, see how much people want it, and then talk about a movie. Now, could that be like we get the movie first? That's a possibility too, because again, Weyland-Yutani is apparently in Predator Badlands. I would actually be surprised. There's a part of me that's like, I'm kind of expecting a reference to Predator and Alien Earth in some capacity now, because now there's a lot more talk of it. But if I was a betting man, I would probably say an AVP project will probably come first in the form of a comic from Marvel, if only to see like how much hype they could generate for a project like that. That's kind of the big thing, is that how much hype can you generate for AVP without risking any major financial loss? You just you just get that comic out there. And again, Alien vs. Predator and Dark Horse was always like a staple point. You get Ben Percy to write this comic. He's clearly read the Dark Horse books, and while I didn't have I think Percy's Black Panther vs. Predator book is not great. I still think Predator vs. Wolverine is good, and I think he does have a solid voice in some way to Predator. So, yeah, Ben Percy AVP comic, there you go, right there. Be better than an Ed Brisson Predator AVP comic, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so yeah, I think a comic would be first, but I would be shocked if it was more of a full-on TV or movie announcement. Hell, maybe they'll buy the rights for that AVP anime film that Netflix has locked away and put it on Hulu. Yeah, for those who don't know, and I will never forget, I will always find this, why the fuck aren't you doing this now, is that there was an AVP animated film very much based on the original AVP Dark Horse book with Machiko as the main character, and that movie got locked away because is in kind of like limbo because the buyout the Disney buyout of Fox happened. So yeah, that movie, Disney, you have Disney money. Just go buy it back from Netflix and just publish it on Hulu. It's not that hard. If you there's another way you could be like, yeah, we don't have to roll the dice on anything. You can just buy it from Netflix, put it on Hulu, and gauge, like, because it's already made. It's done. Everything's taken care of. It's all done. You can just put it on Hulu, gauge how much people want an AVP project from you, a new original live action one, and then just go from there. It is not hard. Now, for how that AVP project, an original AVP project would go, I don't know. I just kind of think it's high time. It's high time we do this. But yeah. Anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of a new Alien vs. Predator project? Would you want it to be a film, a comic, animated film, live action movie or series? Would you want it to tie in with both the new Alien and Predator projects coming out? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.